Good evening, my friends, and from the tragic story of the Mary Stanford Lifeboat Disaster in the 1920s, our next video I lead you to the ancient past and the Mesolithic. Those cliffs you're looking at there in the distance are known as Pett Level Cliffs, and it's a nice little walk around there, Mother Nature in all her glory. And it's a story also of dinosaur footprints. You'll see a picture of that at the end of the video that I took in Winchelsea Museum. Now, dinosaur footprints are said to still be there, some of them. I didn't see any, but we saw the one in Winchelsea Museum, and it's a lovely walk around there. Anyway, filmed earlier in the day because the tide is in now. You'll join me at Pett Level. I hope you're all going to find it interesting. And Brian's been kind enough to stop off for me so we can film the landscape. That's Pett Level just there. Sussex countryside and the sea. And our next stop is Pett Level, so you'll join me there. We're here, Pett Level Cliffs, a beautiful place and ancient as well. It's very interesting, this one. The sea level rose after 10,000 BC, and in Mesolithic times it formed a wide shallow bay from Fairlight Head to Folkestone, which created the old cliff line, which is what you see here. About 3000 BC, in the Neolithic to Bronze Age, the sea retreated and swampy forests were formed, such as are visible at low tides at Cliff End. So, and interestingly enough along here as well, I'll put it in the video or at the end of the video, when I went to Winchelsea Museum, in the muds and the sand flats and that, many years ago was found a dinosaur footprint, and they've got that in the museum at Winchelsea, so I'll include a photo of it here. But if that's your thing that you'd like to see, watch the Winchelsea Museum tour, which I warn you is over an hour. It's an hour and 1 minute long, but in some fascinating stuff in a very ancient building too, so very interesting and nice to see. Anyway, you'll join me down there and we'll head along. Welcome to Pett Level Cliffs, an area of extreme natural beauty. And formed so many thousands of years ago. And we know that on these shores, at one point, dinosaurs roamed. Because in the, as I said, in the Winchelsea Museum, it's like a piece of stone like this that's calcified with a dinosaur footprint in it. And you'd be well advised not to walk right next to the cliffs, because stones and rocks do come tumbling down sometimes, even today. As you can see by these fallen ones on the foreshore here. And you can even see how these was formed with layers upon different layers. Now that is what you call history. There's an even more impressive piece over here. That bit there, I'm not going nowhere near it, but just held up by these two boulders here. We've came. Megalodon footprint, I think it was, in the Winchelsea Museum. Whoops. Over I nearly went. Literally stepping from boulder to boulder here. Somewhat impressive, isn't it? Mother Nature in all her glory. Looking out over to France. I just like the colours and the patterns that Mother Nature forms. You have to be careful while you're stepping from one to the other, because you may well turn your ankle over and you might get a bit knocked about. The fossil hunters all come here because you apparently often find big stones with fossils in them. Brian is meeting up with his fishing companions. Fishing is not my thing. And Mesolithic cliffs and such like are not his thing, so to each their own. And never the twain shall meet. Oh, for God's sake, Valerie, all the fucking time! Oh, let me turn my ankle over then. Sorry, I heard that on a film once. It was very, very funny. An American bloke came home from work and his wife, obviously called Valerie, had put up the Christmas tree way too early, and that is what he said. For God's sake, Valerie, all that bleeping time, and threw the fully decorated Christmas tree across the room. And ever since then it's been on my bucket list to throw a fully decorated Christmas tree across the room. You have to be relatively steady on your feet to come here, otherwise you will go A over T. Back onto boulders again now. And people go around looking at these to see if they find human footprints, dinosaur footprints. Apparently even a dog footprint was found once. Pretty ancient one as well. I do like to take you to varied locations if I can. Ooh, a bit slippery these ones, must be where the tide comes in to this level. Patterning on that. I'll be taking you just to this point here. If my poor ankles can withstand it. These ones remind me of the old flagstones you find in old pubs and churches. Maybe a few of them ended up that way. thousands upon thousands of years of layers made all this. Layers in the hand of Mother Nature, or God, if whatever way your inclination goes. Sorry if I'm jerking about a little bit, it's just watching where I'm walking so I don't fall. Like that. Gosh, I've done the splits with one leg. Oh my god. My pelvis was nearly killed outright. Well, that hurt in the you-know-wheres. Ouch. You've heard London Luke's falling over noise now. Ooh! Don't let me catch you laughing, otherwise I will send out my army of nuns armed with wooden rulers. We're walking on this lot now, so it should be okay. And in a minute, you shall see why I've brought you around here. Rock wall there, and to be some little critters sheltering in that till the next tide comes in. Here we are. I did once walk all the way up to that end and nearly got trapped by the tide, so we won't be repeating that experience. There's some lovely little houses there. I bet they'll be prone to some coastal erosion at some point or other. And this, as you can see the difference, is where the chalk begins, like what the White Cliffs of Dover are made of. Made up of mud, sediment and chalk. Just talking to a lovely couple and their dog. They are out looking for dinosaur footprints. Apparently there are some around here, so let's wish them happy hunting. I've never seen any. They may well be here. And I hope you all enjoyed this one. And on the subject of dinosaur footprints, you're going to see a picture thereof now. Hope you'll all find it interesting. If you do, watch the Winchelsea Museum video, which will be a YouTube jobby shared on my Facebook page. So, and in TikTok it'll have to go on in two halves because it's just 1 minute over an hour. But but there is a dinosaur footprint. You'll see it at the end of this anyway. Anyway, all, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one. And it was an Iguanodon footprint, not a Megalodon. A Megalodon was a great big enormous shark that wouldn't have had feet to leave a footprint with. But this is the photo I took in Winchelsea Museum of the Iguanodon footprint, and this was found at Pett Level in the 1980s. An Iguanodon, a massive herbivore with a horny beak and cheek teeth for grinding vegetation. Its hands had distinctive hoofed fingers and spiked thumbs. And this is what one would have looked like. This dinosaur gets its name from its teeth, which are much like those of modern day iguanas. And to think that was found at Pett Level is absolutely fascinating. And apparently there are still Iguanodon footprints out there. I didn't see any, but it's an interesting concept, isn't it? Hope you all enjoyed this one, and thank you for watching.